Earlier when we spoke, you were
Questions,
very
questions,
open.
questions. Oh, that's right.
I like
No
that.
spoilers.
But I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
Shalini. I like a good flirt.
You're very charming, Kelly.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
How's the group?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Talk about some. I overstepped my boundaries. Maybe I shouldn't be flirting. You're flirting right now. Let me stop.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Talk to you.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track, and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific, or are you just checking in?
He said, no, that was the double answer. Don't be too formal. You're a soldier like me. I need a reason.
I like to know my crew. Forget procedure. Tell me about yourself.
Informal, huh? Everything's in my file. Ex-Alliance like you, no Reapers or anything, but I got swept under the rug too. The more good you do, the less they want to admit that something needed doing.
Okay. You're still in top shape. I like that you took a stand. They lost a good man.
You look like you came through no worse for wear.
If nothing else, the Alliance trains their people well. Once you live that life, you can't sit around getting fat. You know how it goes. Although I bet Cerberus put you back together better than ever. Get any upgrades?
None needed. I was in no shape to ask.
I'm glad enough they restored me to stock. Couldn't hurt to keep some spare parts handy, though.
I hear that. Your job isn't getting any safer. You know, I used to wonder what the big deal with you was. But now that we're in deep, I'm glad it's not me in the spotlight.
There's no hiding, Jacob. Not for any of us.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties. There's a lot to get ready.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, Paragon 4.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Because them guests were poking me and it hurt.
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far, things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
I'm not Cerberus. This is my operation. I'm not gonna say I'm not Cerberus. I think that would be a bad thing to say.
Cerberus obviously has your loyalty. How did you get involved with them?
I suppose you've earned the right to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
Cerberus
You
protection.
seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
Okay. Cerberus
I
appreciate you.
assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities.
Of course, Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity, genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Okay. Mother, father, you're better
You
than
talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
That's not what defined you.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
In case you're wondering, yes! Yes, I'm trying to romance Miranda. Yes! What you mean? Act like you ain't seen the BBL before.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Okay. Self-esteem.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Okay. Miranda's.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Alright. Understood.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Got it.
Anytime, Commander.
Genetically. Hold up. No, not genetically. Sex-wise, you're a female. But your genetic makeup contains more Y chromosomes than X chromosomes? I don't know. I'm not a genealogist. I don't know how the hell that works. Because I'm confused. I would think that would make you more... I'm gonna leave it alone.
How may I help you,
A
Commander?
perplexing situation.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
So we got a couple of things that we can do. We could go to the Citadel. While they were never completely supported before, it may be worth contacting the council and informing them of recent events. I think we also have a couple other things to do. I kind of want to go for these FBA couplings. So that's what we're about to do next. Supposedly constructed by the long extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium ring. Total length. Okay. Hold up. So did not including the keepers? Okay. So did we never tell them that the Citadel is actually a Mass Effect relay? Said, by the way, you do everything right and have max military strength on ME3, you unlock a secret ending. Not going to spoil it. Mouth zip. All right, I would try to get that joint. Said water, earth, wind, fire. On Avatar: The Last Airbender, the anime or cartoon, I love the blue flames. Lightning. I like the lightning. I like lightning, but lightning is chaotic and destructive too. And all I'm gonna say is, look at Azula. Azula was out her fucking mind. That's all I'm gonna say when it comes to that. But in terms of what did you say? And that dude's sister was banging hot. All right. Zuko gonna try to burn your face like his dad did his. We pulling up on the Citadel. Man, it ain't nobody's fault but my own, but those the only people I could take with. Like, why y'all even let me select? I guess while we here, we could recruit Master Thief as well.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift.
What? Listen.
Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
Have you been briefed?
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
Why the
What's with
secrecy?
the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
You know what's crazy? She talking about playing it safe and all that, but you just hacked an advertisement and you're talking to the Commander Shepard, Commander Shepard through it. But anybody could just walk past and spy in on y'all conversation. You sure?
What makes you so sure?
There's a certain aura about you. Like you've seen things no one else has. Even without knowing what you looked like, I knew it was you.
Hey. You and Cerberus?
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
I'm curious, what would happen if you go to Xenophobe route in Mass Effect 1 and you bring that over to Mass Effect 2? I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal, and here we are.
I assume this deal is something I should know about?
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
Investigate. Who is Donovan Hawk? Okay, you don't talk about... Oh, no, here it is. Kasumi's partner. Kasumi's partner.
Tell me about this former partner of yours.
His name was Keiji Okuda, the best hacker and entryman I've ever known. Unfortunately, he slipped up and made himself infamous. He stole something he shouldn't. He warned me it was bad, something that could spark interstellar war if it got out. That information got him killed.
What did it say?
What could he have found that's so bad?
He wouldn't say what it was, just that it was dangerous. He said if it got out, humanity would be in trouble. He encrypted it, wrapped it up in his own memories. To decode the information, you have to sift through all the time we spent together. Now those memories are all that's left of him.
Okay. I see why you want it back.
I can understand why you'd want to get it back.
Getting it back will be easier with your help, Shepard.
Okay, investigate. Heist.
What's this heist you're planning?
Not here, Shepard. You'll get a briefing when the time comes. I need time to nail down the details anyway. I've taken the liberty of getting you some evening wear, though. You want to look presentable.
Okay. So I'm about to have like a debonair look?
What do you know about Donovan Hawk?
Mr. Hawk is a well-respected businessman. Arms dealer, murderer, generally not a great guy. His mansion's famous for being hard to crack, but I have a way in, and I think you're gonna love it.
Okay. Expecting
I
trouble?
doubt Hawk's the kind of guy who takes kindly to people sneaking into his house.
I always expect trouble. That's why you're here.
Okay, so I'm like a contingency. Got it. And gray
I
box.
assume a gray box is some kind of hardware?
It's a neural implant. Illegal in most places. Stores memories, thoughts, secret codes, illicit information. This one in particular belonged to my partner, Keiji Okuda. We worked together for a long time, before Hawk killed him.
How much did you have, Larry? Okay, so that's it. This one in particular belonged to my partner, Keiji Okuda. We worked together for a long time before Hawk killed him. Okay. We'll take care of it.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun.
BioWare got a type for
We should
designing.
probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Okay, so we recruited her. Got you. Oh, she has a cloak too. That look cool. Oh man.
This recruits is at 20 Kilo Ferris slug. Feel the weight. Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.3% of light speed. It impacts with the force of a 38-kiloton bomb. That is 3 times the yield of the city buster dropped on Hiroshima back on Earth. That means Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. Now,
Oh, you had 8 mil.
What is Newton's first law?
Sir, an object in motion stays in motion, sir.
No credit for partial answers, maggot.
Sir, unless acted on by an outside force, sir.
Damn straight! I dare to assume you ignorant jackasses know space is empty. Once you fire this hunk of metal, it keeps going till it hits something. That can be a ship, or the planet behind that ship. It might go off into deep space and hit somebody else in 10,000 years. If you pull the trigger on this, you are ruining someone's day, somewhere and sometime. That is why you check your damn targets. That is why you wait for the computer to give you a damn firing solution. That is why, serviceman chum, we do not eyeball it. This is a weapon of mass destruction. You are not a cowboy shooting from the hip.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hey, yo, that's kind of cool. Let me save. I like that.
This recruits is a 20-kilo Ferris slug.
Oh.
Feel the weight.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove any biotic amp you might be wearing.
Okay.
Can
See
I
what's
help
going
you,
on
sir?
here. Security seems heavy.
It's been a couple of years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol.
God
A
damn,
few
what
minor
happened?
changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
You'd think a Geth would stand out.
Assumptions are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
I ain't gonna lie. They needed to let this character bake a little bit more. Or this NPC, I mean.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
It's funny listening to them, but I wish they let us get a mission from them. That's what I thought I was about to get. That's why I clicked listen again. Because at first I didn't click listen. I just walked over there to them.
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny Ascension, planning for the fleet of the new Allied Citadel Defense Unit have reached another impasse. The Asari Republics has ceded its share of defense responsibility to the Turian hierarchy. The Human Alliance maintains a majority share of forces.
Alright. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so we also have the transit terminal. Oh, so I could go through here. Oh, this is CSAT.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
Technically, I was.
Listed as missing in action a couple of years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
Okay, so talk to Bailey's. Is that a part of the... It is. Kasumi still in memories. Travel to Birkenstein. Travel to Birkenstein, Boltzmann's Serpent Nebula. Ooh. Oh, but that's a main mission. It's not a side? Then we doing it then. Bump that, what you mean? Show the map. BioWare. Thank you. This is a map. Granted, can I zoom in? I can't. I can't zoom in. I still give you a clap though.
To make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Okay. I haven't seen a female Turian.
Yes, I see the problem already.
Yeah, I have a Discord.
My console says you're dead.
Hold up. Give me a second. We did like all of that side content, right? We also got Kasumi. I looked up like Kasumi because I was like, hold up, something is weird about this. Apparently this is DLC. So we're gonna take our time with her. A lot of her content is DLC. We got all of this stuff as well, which is all of the side stuff. This one is DLC as well, Project Firewalker. And so what we're about to do is we're going to go talk with, I believe it's Anderson, because Anderson is still here. And I think we have some other stuff, but I'm not sure. But we're just going to knock it out like that. Actually, where's a transit, Fortune? Where's a transit car? Nowhere to be found, huh? All right, so I probably got to go all the way back to the front or to the beginning and do it there. I'm seeing like a lot of Elcor and everything else too. But the general idea is we go talk with Anderson, see what's going on with him. Because I believe I picked Anderson over, I was about to call that man Uchiha. But I picked Anderson over Udina, or whatever his name is. Let's go to Presidium.
Shepard, welcome back to the ranks of the living. I wasn't sure you got my message.
It's good to see you again, brother.
Been a long time, Captain.
It's Counselor now. I had to give up my commission when I joined the Council. I'm glad you came, though I was hoping the rest of the Council would be here for this meeting too. Unfortunately, they rarely listen to me. Sometimes I wonder if Udina would have been the better choice for this.
Udina? Nah, you was the right choice.
Nobody said this was going to be easy, but I know you. You get things done.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I doubt Udina would echo it. He thinks I need to work on my people skills.
The ambassador knows how to play politics. Just tell him what you need and let him figure out how to push it through.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, that usually involves pissing off the rest of the council. They veto my suggestions and nothing changes. Truth is, I just don't have the knack for compromising my principles. A bad trait for a counselor.
I'm still not clear on why you wanted me to come.
There's been a lot of talk since you came back. Some of what I hear has been, frankly, a little disturbing. I wanted to give you a chance to explain your actions. Maybe get the council to see things from your point of view. But they refused to see you. You let the previous council die during Sovereign's attack on the Citadel. They feel you'll always put human interests before galactic concerns. Rumors that you're working with Cerberus haven't helped. What are you doing out there?
I'm trying to save humanity. The Alliance abandoned me. This isn't about Cerberus. I'm trying to save
Cerberus
humanity.
seems to be the only group who cares about our missing colonists.
I feel for those colonists, Shepard. But they went out to the Terminus systems to get away from the Alliance. We can't protect them, but you can. Or at least you're trying to, and I get the sense there's more going on here.
I need your
The
help.
Reapers are moving again, but not through the Geth. It's the Collectors. They're behind the colony abductions.
The Collectors? Mm-hmm. We hadn't considered that. There's so little data. They've always seemed like a fringe threat. If they're a front for the Reapers, this is big. But even that may not be enough to get the Council off its tail. The others have spent the past 2 years convincing themselves the Reapers don't exist. I tried to get the truth out, but they don't want to see it. It's just easier for them to accept Sovereign as a Geth warship.
What? I should let y'all die too. What about all
Are
the
they
other
blind?
ones?
What about Vigil, the Prothean VI on Ilos?
The VI in Ilos shut itself down. You're the only one who spoke to it, just like you and your crew are the only ones who spoke directly to Sovereign. Officially, the existence of the Reapers has been dismissed as a myth spread by Saren to convince the Geth to follow him. We both know the truth. But I've spent 2 years fighting that line, and I don't have much to show for it.
You're saying it's hopeless. Can you help me at all?
It's not like you to give up, Anderson.
Yeah.
I haven't given up, but I have to be realistic. Even as a counselor, there's only so much I can do. It's up to you to stop the Reaper, Shepard. All I've got is a title if you want it. I can reinstate your Spectre status. I won't win any popularity contests, but they can't really object. Your title was never officially rescinded when you died. Besides, you're still a hero to humanity. And the Council knows the danger of discounting our opinion.
It's a relic. I don't need it. Thank you.
I'll take whatever asset I can get, old friend. Coming from you, it's as good as the first time.
Not quite the same level of ceremony. And more symbolic than useful, but it still has weight in some quarters. The rest is up to you. I'll keep the Council and the Alliance off your back. Shouldn't be too hard if you're operating out in the Terminus systems.
Okay.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Great, I don't need this. Surprised? I'm visiting
Stop by to
an
see
old
how
friend.
Anderson was doing.
I hope you didn't do anything foolish, Counselor. Like try to arrange a meeting with the Council. There could be serious political ramifications.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Okay, so if I would have...
Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Dang, bro. I feel bad, but at the same time, at least Anderson is safe. That's my main goal, was Anderson being safe. Udina wasn't really in the line of fire. Nothing was wrong with him, so he'll be all right.
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
Okay. How have you been?
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Nah, we shouldn't tell him he should come with us because he has his part to play in all of this, and that's at the Council, but I'm gonna throw it out there just in case.
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy.
And that's what I thought it was.
Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line, that's got to be yours.
All right. Damage to the Citadel.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
The remains of Sovereign.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Okay. Okay, what did you mean by who knows how many species? I mean, we know that there's like 8, right? You got human, Asari, Turian, Solarian, Volus, Elcor, Hanor, Keeper, Prothean. Well, they're extinct though. But yeah, you got like somewhere between 8 to 10 of them, James. What you mean? Born together.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
Okay. So they're a little more placated. I guess since Sovereign isn't necessarily leading them, they don't really have their quote-unquote god, right?
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
Okay. So it's something to do with Cerberus then, I want to say. Because Cerberus could get the information if they wanted to. But that makes sense. I don't necessarily care about finding Ashley because I didn't have like a romance with her. I'm more so want to find Liara.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
How y'all feel about that, Cerberus? We got Cerberus people like right here. How y'all feel about that? So is that it for the Citadel? That looks to be it for the Citadel. Hey, good morning, Larry. Hope all well with you, pimpin'. All right, well, I guess we knocked that out. So I'm thinking what we could do is we could just start collecting people. Like, no pun intended. Okay, so that's the warehouse, surroundings applications, souvenirs, the main entrance landing dock, the upper levels, dark lounge. Okay, so yeah, we pretty much did all that. Hold up, you telling me I can only come to your office? Oh, that's crazy. So they kind of dumbed down the Citadel a little bit. And then the factory district is the collection of storage warehouses for the entire Zakara Wars. Then you got the Presidium. Okay, so hold up. What if I went to factory district? What if I tried to get into the factory district? So, what's that? Storage warehouses. Warehouse. Let's try to get to the factory district. I want to see like what's happening here. So if this is the
this was a trick, wasn't it? You sent me to the wrong
shipping
place
warehouse, right?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I've been trying to get this refund for 2 years. 2 years.
Okay, never mind. We can't.
Get a lot farther in life if you just held on to your service orders and receipts.
I just got a refund in exchange, and I was told to pick up a new Omni-Jail converter here.
I don't think you have the right place.
All right, bro.
They said to go.
All right, so let's go ahead and get back on the Normandy. Yeah, the Citadel changed a lot. Used to have like a bunch of different wards and all that you could go to. Chora's Den. You had the casino that was like up top. I can't remember the name of that place, but it was the one that the Volus dude had managed. God dang, so many changes. All right, with that, let me go holler at the team. In particular, I want to talk with Miranda, but I'm gonna talk with Jacob first. Jacob.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I want to talk to you.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay. So I take it the Citadel mission wasn't one where we could actually talk. So I guess we gotta just start recruiting people, but to make sure.
For you, Commander.
So what? Messages? Did you say no? No messages. Okay. And also we got like the stuff that we need to turn in around the ship. So let's go down here. Oh, so Kasumi is down here. That should be fun. Larry, how far you get in your playthrough of 1 or your replay through of 1 so far? Let me try to talk with Miranda and see if she's ready to speak.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
Okay.
I'll let you work.
Of course.
So the Citadel is pretty much that mission meant nothing.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite.
Calamari gumbo? Ugh. Sure. Try it.
Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
No problem. Just gotta make sure my crew is straight. And for Dr. Chakwas, I got that brandy for you, my guy.
How may I help you, Commander?
I've got your brandy.
I have a present for you, Doc.
Ceres ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
Let's drink.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
Did you say Liara's mine? I called dibs. You wildin', bro. And nah, she mine, bro. What you doing? Watch out. Watch out.
Your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joko will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
I understand.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
There's our toast.
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
Alright. Oh. Okay. Okay, are we drunk? Oh, GG's. GG's, we wobbly. Okay, so we have one more thing that we need to do for the goons, and that is the coupling. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go to Omega so that I could get the coupling as well. I don't really know how side quests are. I filled out on this one. So I'm hoping excuse me, it's the coffee. Got me burping. I'm hoping that I find them as we go along, but god dang, bro. It's a big list. So let's get it. I don't think we can fly like this. Hold up, where's Kasumi? I want to talk with her. Sir? Oh, you got a lot of stuff, girl.
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
So you and Keiji was really close.
I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last.
Alright, girl. And what about this?
That's my favorite piece. Painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an ID as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Okay. That's pretty cool. What about this?
Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal.
Okay. So you and Keiji really had a solid relationship then. Close the shutter. Nah, that's a beautiful view. I'm not gonna hold. So liquor pour. Oh, so you could get drunk back here. All right.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all.
Okay, that's creepy. Very creepy. Let's go ahead and go back up. I can't do anything with the engineers yet, so we're good for now. Let's do Kasumi's mission then. Bump that. Her mission is DLC too, though, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is. Her mission is DLC. All right,